Jeff. No. Breaks.
Maybe.
Mahogany.
Probably.
Terrence.
Definitely.
The question is, what would you do sexually with an animal? And
maybe it's a weird answer for that.
Now you've made me look like a fool.
Sound like.
Yeah,
I know. People are visualizing this now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just me and some marmoset together. I don't know why I picked marmoset out of that.
More intimate.
No, if you got a marmoset, your cock looks huge.
Oh no.
I just Googled one of the first pictures. It's hugging a tree branch. It's like,
They're adorable.
They are adorable.
Is that like a vole?
It's a very small monkey with fluffy ears.
It looks like an old man from every anime.
Now, they do look like little old anime.
They do have Master Roshi there, I guess.
Look at that, yeah. It's all parted in the middle.
Get him. Look at the little baby. Oh.
That one?
And they're so small, too. Like, look, yeah.
Look at
that's
those.
a pygmy, yeah.
Oh.
It's just on the bananas.
The bananas.
I don't know. That one looks a little creepy.
Go to the one's the top row that look like little gizmos.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're all Tina Turner from Thunderdome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Town. We do.
we are all
Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man.
So cute.
That makes me think of the eye for some reason, and that it's like the opposite end of the cute spectrum.
The ugliest monkey.
You ever heard of the nightjar bird?
The what?
No, I'm looking at it
Nightjar.
now. It looks really cool.
What? Why is it a nightjar?
I don't know. A video popped up, and it was these two Australians doing like an interview outside with each other, and all of a sudden one of them goes, "Oh my God, do you hear the nightjar?" And like everybody like knew, and they got quiet, and you hear this weird trilling, and it's like they knew that was there. Apparently, it's very rare to see them. They're only out like at night and shit. And apparently they're in South Carolina too, and Florida, freaks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think the ones here have that distinctive like dragon-esque look, which is what's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like Sweet Tooth.
Yeah,
Sweet Tooth?
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon.
Toothless.
Yeah. Toothless. Yeah.
Is that one with his mouth open? Oh God!
Yeah.
No wonder they're nightjar.
It's
Yeah,
very
they're
jarring
like a
to look at
jar.
them. Only
Yeah.
look at night. Ah.
But it's a very cool looking bird. It's aka the dragon bird, which also piqued my interest. But all right, sorry.
You and your dragons, Jesus.
I like dragons. I like Godzilla.
And now you like
Godzilla.
marmosets.
And I like
Well-
marmosets.
And we didn't even look at the eye.
Well, you said it's ugly. I don't want to look at an ugly creature now.
It's ugly cute.
Is it? Is it a giant stone spider that we've been stalking for like 5 sessions? No.
Its eyes are massive, and it's got one really long, creepy middle finger.
Oh God.
Ooh, salad finger.
Salad finger.
It's its bug catching finger.
The monkey.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, welcome.
If methamphetamine's had a spirit animal.
Oh my God. Shut up, Priggs.
I can't.
Describe its penis before we move on.
Now you've made me forget the title of the show. So I'm going to say welcome to, and then Frakes has to say the whole thing. Hey, everyone. Welcome to
Raiders of the Lark presents a Mutants and Masterminds story. Heroes. Earth's most available heroes.
Yeah, and you wanted me to say that every session, you dipshit.
I don't have it written down anywhere. And you should, as the Dungeon Master. You take notes and shit.
Welcome to Earth's Most Available Heroes. I'm your editor-in-chief, Terrence, and with me, as always, is everyone who introduced themselves earlier before the banter portion of the show.
Did you say editor?
Yep.
Lies.
Tucker was about to push some work off on you.
Well, I hope you like bad editing, because that's what I'm here.
Oh, they've been with us this long. They like it.
They tolerate it. Well, see, the editor-in-chief actually doesn't do any editing. He just approves everything at the end.
That's true. Yeah,
I don't get that either. You don't listen to this show, Terrence.
I do too.
Not before it's live. We should get your stamp of approval every time. No.
What? After he's already posted it, what is my stamp of approval or disapproval going to do? Nothing.
I'd appreciate it.
You can
Okay,
cross
fine.
your arms and look sternly at it. Shake
I
your head
approve
slowly.
of your work, Toker. There you go. You've been validated.
I don't know if you can hear the fishing line plucking into the sea of compliments I'm trying to get.
No, we heard it. It's a very big cork, and it left a tsunami. And it's
Tell me it's good.
It is good.
Ooh,
It is good.
thanks.
yes, self-esteem issues.
I do.
I can't lie to one of my best friends. I don't know if it's good or not, Toker, because none of this has gone live yet.
You could
As
really
of this recording.
never have said that.
It's made the same way as all the other ones.
Yeah, the one or two shows
then
I've
it's
actually
great.
listened to are really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. At any rate, when last time, our first session, we introduced our characters. If everybody wants to give a brief update on your characters in rapid succession, go Toker.
I'm an alien known as Cosmic Knight.
Franks.
I am playing a cybernetic Sasquatch known as Cyber Squatch.
Mahogany.
Hi, my name's Bubblegum. You'll see. I'm here.
All right, and Jeff.
30-year-old mysterious gamer guy that does a lot of digital crap. Yes, called Defrag.
All right, thank you. When last we left off, you were being escorted to your new rooms at the base of the Crusaders of Justice East Coast. When you get immediately called back to the conference room by your training officer, one Adam the Cat. He says, "You won't believe what's happening. You won't believe what's happening, folks, but I need you to turn around right now." And so we'll pick up right there on issue 2. Enter the Agitator. Back in the conference room, Adam the Cat says, "Yeah, we got a call from, I think, the Charleston police. They need we need someone to head on down to Virginia and check some stuff out for me. I can tell them to fire up the jets unless you guys want to take any other alternate routes."
A jet? Hell yeah.
I'll just meet y'all there. I'll just go through my teleportation portal.
Well, if you got a teleportation, that would really
Yes.
speed things along. This is an emergent thing, and he nods to the communications guy, who flicks on the television. CNN is playing footage of basically cordoned off area with reporters talking about dangerous criminals attempting a daring daylight bank robbery. And you see behind one of the reporters, as they flip through, a half dissolved police car. It's definitely a threat that's up in our wheelhouse.
Then I will focus on the police car and use that as my point of reference and create a teleportation portal.
All right. Create a teleportation portal. Is this Adam says, "I haven't really got a chance to go over your files. Is this something you can do for yourself, or is this for something your partners can participate?"
Everybody can go through it.
Well, there you go.
That's good. I would rather avoid using fossil fuels if possible.
I thought it was cool because we could be like Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you go,
Bubblegum's up.
before you go, just give me 1 minute. He presses a button on what appears to be just a it looks like a phone with like a lot of big buttons on it that is perfectly suited for a cat's paw. And he's like, "Hey, Rena, you got those drones?" She's like, "I'm on my way up." Shortly thereafter, the Crusaders of Justice Ops Team Tech Specialist, Rena Barber, comes in with a box, and she begins setting out a number of small little drones. She's like, Adam Cat says, I'm going to be monitoring this since it's your first official mission, and make sure you're synced up with the ops, with our comms fella, so that I can communicate with you. I'm going to stay out of the limelight. This is all your game. Remember, folks, you're representing a pretty big group, and we're just trying to get ourselves back out there, show the public that we are still doing what we do. The little camera drones begin to float up, and you see each of them gets keyed to one of you and basically hovers near your shoulders. And behind you, or behind Adam, you see a number of the monitors at the end of the library, which has been cleared out, begin to flick on, showing the perspective of each of the drones. So it's basically just a bunch of pictures of each other and Adam and everyone else in the room. All right, let's get going.
Do we have any schematics for this bank? Is it a multiple story, single story? What's the building situation like? Are we storming the castle, or are we... I'm
going to let you guys work it out. We're still getting it. Like I said, they called us 5 minutes ago. So
Bubblegum's going to go thinner and turn into a paper airplane and float on through the portal.
Okay. Yeah, Bubblegum takes the lead, heads to the portal.
Cyber Squatch will...
I'll go through last.
All right.
I'll do the Sasquatch walk.
Okay. Everything becomes blurry, and the footage becomes murky as he steps through the portal. Cosmic Night.
I see, yeah, I'll walk through.
All right, you put on the last piece of armor that you had recently undonned.
I was about to go full dude, and now we're out in public again.
He hops through the portal, sliding his last boot on.
You gotta have a button that you can push to put your armor back on.
What, the Gizmo Duck style?
Guyver.
Oh, yeah.
What I was thinking.
This is the same day, huh?
Yeah, this is minutes after the initial recruit. Excuse me.
This is the combat where none of us work well together as a team, and then next episode will be our montage of us learning to be a better most availables heroes.
Gonna do montage. Okay.
Right.
It'll be me and the cyber gym and Sasquatch out in the woods, just it'll show me lifting power weights, and then it cuts to you just moving regular lumber, but somehow we're both building muscles the same way.
No, I'll be choosing outfits. I'll be power shopping.
Is this something Cosmic Knight is saying to the rest of the team?
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying as I walk past Jeff. Defrag, excuse me.
It's building muscles through thrifting.
Thrifting.
If I need to build muscles, I just upgrade my software.
I don't think that's how that works, but all right.
Hardware, sorry.
I walk on through, and when we get there, what style bank does it look like?
This looks like one of your major downtown banks. It's at least 5 stories tall. It's got a lot of offices in it, and the whole block is surrounded by cops. But most of the ones near the actual windows that you can see into the building have been partially not melted, but disintegrated. There's just a big pile of powder where the portions of the vehicles used to be.
Oh.
And so the police are standing back. One of them is shouting on a bullhorn, "This is your last chance. Come out with your hands up. You are completely surrounded." And when you guys show up, you see a number of the cops around you step back. Some of them turn their weapons on Cyber Squatch immediately.
Peace. We're here to help. The cat sent us.
The cat, says a cop.
Do we have a name for our group?
Yeah, you're the Crusaders of Justice.
Right. The Crusaders of Justice. That's us.
The cops still keep their guns out and trained, but they begin talking amongst each other I don't recognize any of these guys. Are you sure this isn't just a
we all just started today.
Yeah.
Sorry, first day.
Where is your supervisor? Where's your chief? We need to give him our credentials.
You see an older guy wading his way through the police. Hey, back up! What's going on here? You them Crusaders?
Yeah,
That's us.
Well, we got a bit of a problem we cannot handle easily on our own. As you can see, it's costing the city quite a bit.
Who's our face?
Huh? I don't know. That's yet to be established.
So I can get eyes on the inside if need be. We need to know what's going on inside of there.
Yeah, that'd be great. They took out all the cameras.
As long as there's like at least a millimeter under the door, I can get in.
That's no problem. He points to the building, and you see there are a number of like disintegrated holes in the glass fronts of the bank itself. But y'all see that there is like basically a wall of hostages standing at attention. Like a lot of people just like standing with their arms up in the air, making like any kind of shots or infiltration as far as the cops are concerned impossible, because they do not know what kind of weaponry they have, other than the cops point to the dissolving shit all around them.
Do we know how
I can slither under the door and basically be on the floor, moving very slowly, but seeing what's going on.
The older guy, a police chief from the looks of him, he's like, well, the hostage negotiator isn't here, so I guess that makes you the default leader in this situation. He looks like he's got extremely bad heartburn. Please, just don't get anybody killed, for God's sake.
So I'm gonna look at my team and I'm gonna be like, I'm going in. I'm gonna see what's up inside, and I'll be right back.
We
That's
have
fun.
communication, don't we?
I can also monitor her while she's doing that.
All right.
And while she's doing that, while she starts moving that way, I will form a portal in front of us, almost like a mirror type situation.
Yeah.
And what you see in the mirror is basically like from behind the hostages, kind of like up towards the ceiling and the back wall of the place. The viewpoint, almost like you're looking from a video camera. It's called telepresence is the power. And basically it just lets me see, hear what, as if I'm up in that location, and it's invisible.
All right. Okay.
While he's doing that, I will start a conference call with all of us through our earbuds and headphones and whatever system of communication we had.
Okay. It's basically like you guys are, those of you who have built-in like technology find it pretty easily to get on the comm system that you were instructed to get on. Those of you with earbuds, the same, like it's already hooked in. So you're all in contact from basically the moment you step through the portal. It's not mental contact. It's still stuff you have to talk to unless you've got some kind of cyberized brain that can do it. I guess the only person who could probably do this subvocally is you, Cyber Squatch.
I've got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I have a smartphone built into my head.
Okay, well then you two, I would say, probably can do this subvocally. The other two have to talk out loud.
Mm-hmm. Which
Yes,
is why what Cosmic Knight is going to do is just fly around the building to see, like, just to keep an eye out up there until I'm needed for justice.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get under the door, and as soon as I can see something that a poster would be on, like maybe there's a poster inside talking about mortgage rates or something. Okay. I'm going to teleport over to that.
All right.
And just be a poster on the wall that can see. Okay. I mean, it looks like me, but
it's a poster of you that says "Start a checking account today."
Yeah, there you go. And what can I see? What can I see that I couldn't see before?
What you can see that you couldn't see before is that from your vantage, when you slide up onto the wall or teleport onto the wall, you can see that there are about 25 people. Looks like some of them were bank patrons. Looks like some of them were bank employees. And they're all basically in a semicircle of blocking out the windows, or in front of the windows where any police would have shooting arcs, or basically they're basically there just to like
Stop snipers.
Yeah, stop snipers, stop invasion, stop like that. On the part of the building that you couldn't see from the outside, you see about 6 armored thugs with guns, basically standing guard and like holding them on the hostages themselves. And you can see that much too, Defrag, through your portal. But beyond that, out of the angle of the portal, you see that there's about 4 more thugs and one guy wearing basically it looks like just a sort of a run-of-the-mill zip up front jumpsuit, like just Dickies, but he also has a pair of massive gauntlets on, and he's in front of the bank's vault, and basically he begins holding up his hands out in front of him, and you see the air in front of him begin to waver, and slowly the steel comprising the bank vault begins to like powder, fluff off, like he's basically like sanding it away without even touching it. But it's a slow going.
Like he's dissolving it?
Yeah, like he's dissolving.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop back outside then, because I can teleport within 60 feet. So I feel like I should be able to get back outside and relay that information.
All right.
How tall is the hole where the hostages are blocking the view?
It's just given this is me like trying to interpret the rules of the game here, but essentially like all the holes are about a 5-foot circle, as if it were sort of like what do you call them? What is the shape that's 5-foot squares in a line? It's a line. Like
you're talking about like a pentagon?
No, just like if you're firing like a lightning bolt or something, it would be like 5 foot.
A cone?
No,
A line.
straight up line. Yeah, it's basically like stuff
I don't
done
know
from
why
a
you
line.
didn't just say line to begin with, Terrence.
It's about
That's
a 5.
worse.
It's about a 5-foot hole for each hole that has been made, and you can see that most of the damage done has been done in like 5-ish foot chunks.
Okay, so there's no way for any of our flyers to fly over the human shields.
Oh no, you could fly over the human shields into the building's upper floors.
I can teleport, and there's multiple things I can do. But I think our biggest thing here is we're trying to protect the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If we can protect the people, and I can actually form an invisible barrier between them. I want to make sure that the guns that they're using, do the guns look like regular guns? Or
Yeah,
do
they're
they
just
look
like
high tech?
They look like mostly like a mix of like 38s, 9mm, things like that.
Well, I can create a force wall between all the hostages and the minions.
Okay.
And then that should protect them from being shot at. And that should give us a chance to get them out of the way.
Heck yeah.
Well, do we want me and Cosmic Knight to go in through an upper floor and work our way down at the same time that you throw your wall up so that we can stop the villains?
Because if you can put the wall up, I can start grabbing some hostages and just teleporting them out of there.
Do the hostages look like they'll be able to move? Are they tied up or anything?
No, they're not tied up. Basically, just standing at attention in a big line, like they're facing outside toward the police.
Well,
And
let me do this. Let me do this real quick.
If the guns weren't on them, the hostages could easily just run through the big holes in the windows. But
looking at all the hostages, and I actually had this where people get where other could see it. It's like I said, it's kind of like the mirror on the wall type thing. So they can see, everybody else can see what I'm seeing. It's like I said, it's more like kind of like a portal type thing that we're looking through. So now I want to use my facial recognition and see if I can go through and do a facial recognition of the hostages and make sure, see if any of them are they're true hostages, or are there any of them villains that are playing as if they're hostages.
All right. Let's see. Give me.
Somebody's watched this Spike Lee joint Inside Job.
I will use my technology skill to do an internet search on these people.
All right, go ahead.
Fucking nerd.
Thank you.
He's like, I know, right?
I've read comic books before.
Did I see anything doing my powers of just looking?
Give me a perception check. Is that right for this?
Yeah.
15.
15? That's fine. Like, as you were flying around the building, you caught sight of what appeared to be a number of black-clad figures on the second floor. It looks like they've got other people in their hostage as well. But it looks like they're doing some more routine kind of robbing. Throw all your valuables in a bag kind of thing.
I'll pass that on through my ancient Motorola headset.
Well, how about this? We're running low on time to save these hostages, so Cosmic Knight and Cyber Squatch will go after the guys up top, robbing the civilians. Bubblegum and Defrag will get the hostages out from the bottom floors, and then we'll take out the bad guys at our leisure. How does that sound to everybody? Does that sound like a slice of fried gold?
How many bad guys are up top?
You really couldn't tell. You saw at least 3, but you know that there's probably more, just given like the way the walls are blocking things off from the windows and things.
I got a 28 on my technology check.
All right. You began scanning all the hostages' faces through your portal. You see some of them have at least a couple of patrons have some records for petty crimes, but nothing that really connects them to like any kind of criminal syndicates or anything. You see that the bank manager is under investigation for various financial crimes, and he's in there as well. But other than that, you can't see that any of the. Oh, you also see a couple of outstanding parking tickets. But other than that, you don't see anything that would connect these people to criminal rings.
All right. Now that they've said
other than working at a bank.
Now that they've said there's hostages on the second floor too, I will quickly.
There's people getting the shakedown on the second floor.
I will start moving the my telepresence portal around to the second floor and scan and like looking around the various rooms so I can kind of give us at least a quick layout of the area.
All right. You move your portal to the second floor. You see that there is it looks like they have an accounting office up there. It looks like there's a number of cubicles where everyone is standing up in their cubicle, and there's about 7 guys basically ordering the cubicle workers one by one to come out of their cubicle and just throw their wallets and empty their purses into a sack for them. And then they have them line up against the walls, sitting down with their hands behind their heads. Currently, they're about halfway through the room of about 15 employees.
Is there an open egress to that floor?
Just you'd have to break the windows coming in, and other than that, there's the stairwell and elevator going down.
I think for the hostages' safety, we let them finish robbing the hostages on the second floor and make their way back down.
Not a bad idea, honestly. Because if they're just going to rob them and leave them up there.
Yeah.
Which is doubtful. They would probably rob them and frog march them back down to join the wall.
Is there a way that I can create an invisible force wall on the the vault door where he seems like he's trying to disintegrate stuff through? I've got telescopic vision.
Okay.
So I can see long range, and I've got the range to do it. What I can do is create a force wall like right there on the surface area that would slow down his ability to be able to go through the vault, which then will slow down how fast they can get through there. So then it gives time for the hostages to proceed downward. And I will say this out loud, and it's like, what do y'all think?
I like it. If they frog march, I don't know why I'm copying the way you said it. If they just march everybody who's upstairs to downstairs, at least then all the hostages would be in one place.
Correct.
Or they leave the hostages upstairs and they go downstairs, and then we could go in on that second floor, and then we've got hostages protected on the second floor as we make our way down. Then all the bad guys are in one spot. Either way, we take a 2-layered battlefield and condense it back into one.
Jeff, while you guys are talking about this, through your optical sensor thing, you can see that they've gotten about 3/4 of the way through the accounting room, and they're just having rushing people then just yelling at them, "Put your shit in the bag and sit down! Shut the fuck up!"
Well, of course, y'all can all see that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, now, while I'm doing this, you will not be able to, I can't keep both this portal thing up while I'm doing the force thing. So I will try to slow down the portal. I'll slow down the destruction on the actual vault until y'all tell me that we want to switch over to rescuing the prisoners.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think the prisoners should be our main priority.
They are.
Are they pushing the hostages down the stairs, or are they?
No, he said they're just telling them to sit down.
Sit down against the wall with their hands on their head. Don't fucking make any trouble, or they'll plug you, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to frustrate the guy with the vault.
All right. To get an angle on the vault, you have to move your sensor back downstairs again and re-angle it. Otherwise, you have to move around the building. And
I'll teleport.
Okay. You teleporting to the interior?
No, okay. First of all, so let me do this.
Okay.
I'm turning myself invisible.
All right.
And then I will teleport inside where I can actually see the vault.
All right.
And then I will actually use the force field to actually protect the vault itself.
Okay. Are you telling your companions anything before you go? You don't need to. Actually,
I'll do it mentally.
All right. You see.
So wait, where'd you go again?
He went inside so he could see the vault and put the force field on it.
Okay, so he's over by the vault. Gotcha.
Right. Jeff, you arrive basically behind the teller desks at a good advantage to see the vault itself. You see the 4 thugs with the fellow there. Beyond him, not that far from you, are the 6 thugs with their guns trained on the hostages. The fellow in the orange. It's an orange. It's almost prison colored jumpsuit. However, it's a little more like it's a little bit more like tight fitting, like the skinny jeans version of Dickies. is basically standing there, and you see he has sanded off quite a bit of the vault door while you guys were out there doing a little planning. What do you?
So I put a level 10 force wall up.
All right. You put the force wall up, and immediately you feel vibrations by bouncing backwards off of it, and you see the 4 thugs and the fellow in the jumpsuit like basically pushed back by the sudden force of the whatever those gauntlets is doing, impacting the wall. And finally, they start to smoke for a moment, and he pulls back. Shit, what's going on? I thought you people had eyes on things, he says, turning around. You see, it's like a guy that's maybe 19, wearing this jumpsuit and these massive gauntlets. He's still got acne, wavy red hair. He's looking around. He's like, are the cops fucking with us somehow? Have they got a local super that we didn't factor in for? The thugs began moving around, and one of them said, "Hey, maybe we should kill a hostage or something. Make sure tell them to back off."
I can only picture them being like, "Is there a super out there we don't know about?" They all look out there, and it's just a bunch of cops and one giant metallic Sasquatch in the background. Just
I told you not to destroy the exterior cameras. All right.
Because I have no idea what to do.
Well, like I said, you guys are in constant communication. Communicate with each other. Jeff,
He just disappeared from my side and said, "I'm going in to look at something." And I was like, "Well, what do I?"
Well, I've
do?
already explained what I was going to do. That now,
Yeah, you explain what you were going to do. What am I supposed to do? I can't just storm in there. I am built to smash shit. That's
Yeah,
it.
we're waiting for our moment.
Yeah.
Should I hide?
As soon as Jeff left, I went back to my post inside.
okay.
So I'm a poster again.
All right. Well, Jeff, then you see a poster of bubblegum on the wall across from you over the the station where they have the pins on chains where you do your paperwork at if you need to.
Yeah. And when I hear the guy say, like, maybe we should kill a hostage, I'm gonna mumble, "Are we ready to get these hostages out of here?"
yeah, I will convey that they plan on that one of them suggesting that they kill a hostage.
You see the fellow in the orange jumpsuit begin marching forward with a couple of thugs. He's like, "Yeah, bring the manager over here." And you see, one of the thugs begins moving down the line behind the hostages, and he grabs an older guy in a suit and shoves him forward. Says, "We warned you not to fuck with us."
I'm gonna smash through the second floor window closest to the bad guys.
All right, you smash through the second floor window up top. Oddly, you guys don't hear that. You only hear it through your comms, and you realize that the bad guys down here cannot hear what's going on upstairs.
Oh, damn it.
So,
Excellent.
I'm gonna... How far away is the guy from me that has the hostage that's about to
About 20 feet. But let's do initiative because this is about to get hairy.
Yeah. Let's...
So real quick, the front windows, are they windows as well? Like tall windows, or are they short windows?
Yeah, they're big, like big bank windows. Like they're reflective on one side, and like they're just.
So there's a hole, a 5-foot wall, a 5-foot line around that all these people are lined up, but above that is glass.
Like picture a piece of cheese with like a biscuit-sized hole in it, and that's basically.
And the cheese is glass.
Yes, and the cheese is glass.
Okay, so there is a possibility I could still smash through over somebody's head.
The dumbest way to explain that. I'm just like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Hold on, I'm finding a marker.
We can't even let one hostage die, even if he is a scumbag embezzler. So are we going with the plan of Cyber Squatch and Cosmic Knight taking out the guys up top, or am I helping you guys down below?
I think Mahogany's trying to answer, but she's not next to her computer. However, when I heard that the hostage was about to be killed, Cosmic Knight just reacted.
Okay.
I was trying to cause us. I was hoping they would hear me down low.
Oh no, you got the attention of everybody upstairs, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure, but I was hoping also that the bottom floor would hear and at least buy a few precious seconds. But it's totally your call, Cyber Squatch. Whatever you.
Okay. Yeah, I've got an idea then.
All right. Then let's go ahead and do initiatives if you're here. Cosmic Knight, what'd you get?
22.
22. Defrag.
15 plus 9.
So 24.
Jeff.
Cyber Squatch.
Also 24.
All right. Let me roll for my bad guy here.
My initiative is plus 14.
I rolled a natural 18.
Suck it.
I rolled a 15.
I gotta pick a die I can see. There you go. Is Mahogany back?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your initiative, please.
20. You never asked me. I would have said.
All right, I thought you made it sound like you were out of the room for some reason.
I was, but I was also back.
Okay.
Yeah. I was busy dropping stuff too. That's why I've been muted for a while.
All right. Okay.
Clumsy today.
Let's begin. Those of you inside the building, hidden, poster poster bubblegum, and invisible defrag. You see the fellow in the orange jumpsuit begin quickly do some adjustments on his gloves and begin marching towards the windows. He presses a button on his jumpsuit and on like a little panel, and you hear his voice basically echoing from the exterior of the bank. He's like, "I warned you cops to get the fuck out of our way. Now you're gonna watch as one of your local favorites died, the bank manager." Ha! And he basically points his thug, and the thug shoves the guy forward. The fellow puts out his hand and says, "I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to back off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and that's his round. As he's doing a quick countdown. Defrag or Cyber Squatch, who's got the best initiative bonus?
I got a +9.
What'd you get? What do you have, Frakes?
6.
All right, so
defrag goes first.
Defrag then.
Then I will take the time. So, did it look like when he was doing his gauntlets, did it look like it was like a ray or something that he was doing? Or
it looks like the gauntlet has a couple of settings, and he switched settings.
Okay.
And he got real close to the bank manager.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my teleportation powers, and I'm going to use what I call redirected warp bubbles. And what it's going to do is it puts up basically it's a subtle, almost like a warp field between him and the bank manager. It will be in between. So when he shoots, and what y'all also don't see is behind him, like above him, another portal opens up. So when he shoots through it, it's going to shoot out and hit him.
All right.
It's almost like the portal gun.
Okay. Cyber Squatch, any movements or anything?
No.
Okay. Cyber Squatch, you're outside. You're getting these reports for, like you're hearing the crazy teenager fucking yelling across the comms.
How far away from the front of the building am I?
You can see into it pretty easily. You can see this guy. You see he's a pretty young human, but he's got this like just real unhinged look in his eyes.
Can I get there within 30 feet?
Let's see. It would probably take you a double move from the cops area since you haven't moved since you got in there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll run and I'll activate my jump boots. Hopefully. What does it take for that to happen? Actually, I need to see what this is.
Is this one of your flighty items?
Oh no, this is a 5. Get 5 uses. I don't roll for this. So yeah,
Okay.
5 uses. I will use a use. I move 30 feet or get closer. However, this system works.
You were right. Mm-hmm.
And I will leap through the window.
All right. Are you going for a tackle, or are you just trying to interpose yourself?
Interpose myself. I'll just, if I could tackle, I would love to, but I feel like having to double move would prevent me from actually, doing a flying.
How far is your leap? How far is your
30 feet at 8 miles an hour?
You mean your jump jet?
Yeah, I can. It'll leap 30 feet at a speed of 8 miles an hour.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, you basically move your way through the police cars, basically bullying your way through the cops. They draw back in fear mostly.
If I have to use 2 actions to like double jump to get there, I'll do that too.
No, you don't have
2
to do that.
uses.
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
And once you clear the cops and the cars, you blast off with your jump boots into the bank. There is a shatter of glass, not affecting you at all, and you basically slide into the building towards the orange jumpsuit fellow. With the bank manager, he looks like he stops counting, but Cosmic Knight. Oh, did you have any free action? What is it like? Is it still move standard free here?
Yeah.
You have any free action you're doing, Cyber Squatch?
That's quite enough of that, gentlemen. Everybody put your weapons down.
All right. So, Cosmic Knight, upstairs.
My interest is a little different than that. So Cosmic Knight with his cape and his armor flies through the window, right? So I use my movement. I fly right up next to the people, and as I'm flying up next to them, my solar shield like materializes in one hand, and he draws the sword, and just as the cape flutters, it covers the sun so that the villains are like cloaked in shadow for a moment, but then the sword ignites into like this glowing brilliance that lights up their faces. And it
Hell
just
yeah.
says the last line from the code from Dragonheart is his wrath undoes the wicked.
Okay.
Flee or face justice. And I will ready an attack to where if they don't flee, if they do anything but flee, I'm going to strike one of them with the sword.
All right. Bubblegum.
All right, so is there like is there anything like maybe like little bottles of water or like a fish tank or like a weird little water feature in this here bank?
You see they have like one of those ornamental fountains like in the center with like a few plants and things like that. It's just like a little it's a pretty big like open area for the bank patrons thing. And so in the center there's like a small little fountain area with like plants and then a little like the fountain up top of it, giving off a gentle trickle of relaxing water as people get their houses repossessed.
And how far away from that is it? Is it within 50 feet?
Yes.
Lovely. Then I am going to say the juice. And I am going to like as the poster, if you notice, just kind of like melts into a puddle.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Wait, so the juice is loose?
yeah, you got the juice now, son. And
Juice.
you'll notice that the water from that feature all of a sudden just congregates around that person's head that's threatening. I'm basically just taking it and drowning him in place.
Okay.
Just a little bubble around his head.
Nice.
And I will say to him, from the puddle, you'll hear gurgling, leave the hostages alone or drown.
What's the save for that?
It's control water and then suffocation. I don't exactly know. Like, so you can move objects at a distance without touching them. Has no action or reaction. A moving object cannot drag a character holding on to it. This effect is not considered physical contact or touch. So I don't know if that actually works like that, but then I also have suffocation. And you can impose some debilitating condition or conditions on a target by making a close attack. So I guess I have to attack and see if it actually hits them.
All right. So your water leaps from the fountain and toward the guy's head. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right, so that's a 14 on the die, and to which I add, so 24?
And I guess this would be a parry, right?
Yeah.
24.
Suffocation is you render the target unable to breathe. Targets failing the fortitude resistance check against your effect DC.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Fortitude.
Just to hit him with it, and then he gets a fort save.
All right, so you do hit him, but my fortitude save is 26.
Okay, so I guess you resist it.
All right. The water leaps out of the fountain, wrapping the guy's head. He turns his glove up to himself, and like you see it blast just enough of the water away so he can catch his breath. By this time, though, the thugs go. The thugs! I'll start with the upstairs thugs. The upstairs thugs open fire. But go ahead. They all like turn their guns on you in terror. Blah, 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 blah.
Then I will fucking hit one of them with my not lightsaber.
Okay.
With your photon blade.
My star sword.
Yeah, that's cooler.
Was that a 9 or a 4 or a 6? It's a 6. So that's an 17. Gross.
17?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, you get him.
Oh.
It's a mook.
Oh yeah. Well, then I hit that mook with a damaged 9 star sword.
All right. Yeah, you knocked him. Is your star sword like a deadly weapon, or
it cuts through anything that's not like animating.
Okay. All right. You slice the mook down, leaving 6 remaining. They fire at you. 4 of them Basically, what is your you have what do you call it? What is the damage resistance thing? Shit.
Impervious.
Yeah.
Oh
you have-
yeah, I am impervious to so it's I think my impervious it says 5. But that seems like that's too high.
That's what I got.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because it's half rounded up. So anything that's damaged 3 or less doesn't hurt me.
All right. So then 2 hits have a potential to get you. I need you to make parry checks for me, or is it dodge checks for me? My bad.
First one, 24.
Dodges.
Second one, 26.
26. Second one is no dodge allowed. I'm sorry, I got an extra 20 on that one.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think mooks can critical, but I'm gonna still consider it a hit.
A hit, yeah, sure.
One of the bullets gets a chink in your armor, doing you just 1 point of
1 bruise.
1 bruise.
Okay, I turn my attention to that guy.
Yeah, you, Mr. Slightly more accurate than the others. After they see the bullets ping off to you, 3 of them make a break for it. Like one of them grabs the sack of loot and runs. 2 of them follow him, leaving 3 more behind. Like looking terrified, but like slowly backing away as they cock their guns again. And back downstairs, you see the mooks down there begin to turn their guns on the manifested heroes in the downstairs area. So, Cyber Squatch, you're about to take a good many shots.
What I'm here for.
There's 10 mooks, so do you have any invulnerability?
Yes, I am impervious 5.
Impervious 5. Bullets begin pinging off your hide, your cybernetic implants. Without you even feeling them. Bleh. Excuse me. Meanwhile, more of the mooks basically. Jeff, did your force field stay up after you switched tacks? You might be muted.
I am sorry.
Okay.
No, it does not.
All right. Then the mooks down there begin. And are you visible now or no? Still
No,
invisible?
I'm still invisible.
All right.
If I attack, then I turn visible.
Okay. Then I guess it's Bubblegum that gets shot at. They begin firing at the water feature, I suppose. That you basically transferred over there, right? Or are you still in the same space?
No, I'm still in the same space.
Okay.
I'm just like on the floor, up
Gotcha.
a little.
Okay. Then you're getting shot at though, like it's that puddle.
Beware that wet spot.
So I need you to make
I feel like you'd have to notice me since the water came from someplace else.
I could roll for that. You're right.
Yeah.
It's fine if
I mean,
just
like if
all
you
hide.
notice that the poster dripped away, then yeah, you'd probably be like, okay, that's where it came from.
3 of the 5 of them notice and
Cool.
begin shooting.
Not to put too fine a point on this, but there is a 8.5 foot tall Sasquatch that just shattered through the door.
You've been shot at. It's fine.
Okay, I just
I need you to give me a couple parry rolls.
Okay, then.
dodge rolls.
Dodge rolls, blah.
The first one is probably a hit with 12, and the second one is 14.
Okay. Then let's see. Yes, you 14, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
12 and 14.
That's actually 2 hits. So you need to take 2 bruises.
Motherfucker.
Oh wait, are we supposed to do not soak? That's Savage Worlds.
Toughness.
What is it? Toughness?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, give me your toughness rolls. My bad. I'm stupid. I need one from
Okay.
you too. I'm completely lost today, apparently.
17 for one
Okay.
and 18 for the other.
Okay. Then yeah, you're able to basically with your liquidy form, basically just absorb the impacts. going back upstairs. I'm sorry, Toker. Go ahead and give me those toughness rolls for your hit.
Oh, just the one. Just one.
Yeah.
And I rolled up. I got a 13.
Okay, well that one did hit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where those are the thugs. We're back to the top of the round. The fellow in the orange suit screams out, "You dare assault the Agitator!" And then he basically jams his gauntlet around you. Basically jams his gauntlet toward you, Cyber Squatch.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff, your combat trick is still up, right?
Muted again.
You're muted again.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. He jams he jams his gauntlet towards you, and you can feel it through the air that like whatever the gauntlet is doing, it is basically vibrating the air in front of him like some sort of battering ram. But when he goes to touch you, his hand slightly disappears. Let's see. Oh gosh, how do you adjudicate somebody touching themselves? I guess it's a parry roll, though.
It'd be a pretty much. First of all, I got to defend against the attack, and I got a 26 to defend him.
All right,
and then I have to attack using his attack.
Okay, his attack is 10.
Okay, so 18 to hit.
18 to hits, and I have to roll the parry for that one.
Actually,
right?
So I think you've got it backwards. So you rolled a hit, right? And then the DC to hit would be 10 plus your dodge or 10 plus your parry.
So, yeah, because Barbarians of the Ruined Earth, we roll to avoid this. That's our armor class, or that's our defense class.
Am I getting this mixed up? Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. What?
We shouldn't be rolling to dodge. It's just they have to, if they're rolling a ranged attack, they roll to hit our dodge defense class. On a melee attack, they roll to hit our parry defense class.
Well, this actually says something kind of weird.
All right, well, read it too.
You can actively defend for characters other than yourself, deflecting or diverting attacks against them at a distance, and may be able to move more effectively defend yourself. See the defend action in Action Adventure chapter for more details.
Okay.
You use your deflect rank in place of an active defense. You still add 10 to a deflect roll of 10 or less. For some reason, it says a deflect die roll.
And
I don't know what that means.
Dodge or parry?
I guess it's probably parry or dodge. They're just lumping them together.
Yes, they're all together. So
how does that shake out? What's the order going here? Sorry.
I don't know why there is a defense roll.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, wait, you can actively defend as an action, I believe is what it is.
Yeah, because it says you still add 10 to a deflect die roll of 10 or less.
Deflect is a defense power. You can actively defend for... Oh, that's what you're reading.
Yes.
Yeah. Your deflect is the name of the power, right?
Yes.
Oh, so this is a power that you have.
So like a ranged attack, if you deflect at medium range, that's if you use the power at medium range.
She is.
Hold on. See the defend action. See, this is why I hate this book. It's like, here's deflect power. Now see the defend thing, which is an action that's on...
Yeah, you have to use a defend action.
Which is on a totally different page.
We really got to get some sheets printed up. Ugh.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get my character written up so I have all this information right there together for each of these abilities.
Well, while we're looking at that, so if we're not rolling our dodge, parry, we add 10 to what's here. So I have a dodge of 10. Does that mean that
the DC, your dodge DC is 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
And I didn't get any of that.
Defend. Rather than attacking, you focus on defense. Make an opposed check of your appropriate active defense versus any attack made on you until the start of your next turn. Add 10 to any roll of 10 or less that you make. So you can... The minimum you're going to have for using this power is a defense of 10, which will give you a defense class of 20, but you get to roll it.
And I rolled a 16 plus 10, so it's 26.
So your defense class is 26 because of that spell, that power.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, okay, gotcha. So he attempts to touch him with the vibrating glove. Your power kicks in. It deflects the blow for Cyber Squatch. It doesn't redirect it back at the guy.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Because I've got it to where I can do indirect. I got redirection and reflect, which lets it basically where I can technically attack it with its own attack.
well,
Said, I'm rubber, you're glue.
gotcha. Well, his attack bonus is +10 and his parry is 20. So go ahead.
22.
All right, that'll hit. All right, then I got to roll for toughness for this guy who announced himself as the Agitator. I rolled 16 plus. Okay, and he is able to. He sees it at the last second. He basically realizes that he has been manipulated and is able to steel himself, pulling his hand back just enough to avoid taking his own damage.
Okay.
What's going on here? Who the hell are you people? He looks at you for a moment, Cyber Squatch, in his rage and his panic. He's like, "Wait, I know you."
Oh yeah, and by the way, I now can be
Are
seen.
visible, yeah.
Okay, Cyber Squatch, it's your go. Oh no, Defrag, it's your go.
Defrag, for future reference, to learn how to use that power you just did, that's page 157, page 241, and page 247 in the core rulebook.
Only 3 pages. That's
It's
not bad.
3 separate, they're not close to each other.
And I might have to get you to re-explain that to me so when I write it up in my new character sheet, I have all the rules right there together.
I've got 4 fingers in this book. 3 of them are for Jeff's power, and one of them's for the glossary in the back.
You need to get you some of those sticky tabs for studying.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about like maybe doing a simpler superhero system, but like I know how you guys like to do character builds and things, so this is the price we're paying of me being generous with you guys letting.
Well, I think.
Wait, what?
I know you don't like doing character builds. I was just going with the majority.
I was like, are we being sarcastic here? Like, what's happening?
I know you would be in immense pain putting a character together.
I think the learning curve on this is going to be a little harder, even than like the Pathfinder stuff that we do. But
I feel like I did in probability and statistics all week long. I got it. And then it's test time, and I know nothing. I know nothing.
I forgot
everything I thought I knew. I know.
All right, what are you doing on your turn, Defrag?
Okay. Now that I'm visible, I will materialize my BFG 1001.
BFG.
And go, I will say, I wish y'all would give up, but it's too late. And then I put it on automatic and unleash on all the mooks.
All right.
I am using an ability called, where is that one at? It's an advantage called Takedown. And Takedown, it will let you attack. Let me read it real quick for y'all. If I can render a minion incapacitated with an attack, you get an immediate extra attack as a free action against another minion within range and adjacent to the previous target's location. The extra attack is with the same attack and damage bonus as the first. You can continue using this advantage until you miss or there are no more minions within range of your attack.
All right.
It's like greater cleave.
Yeah, I've got 2 ranks in it. The second rank lets you. The second rank, they don't have to be right beside each other.
All right.
Nice.
Go ahead. They're the mooks. I'll just go ahead and give you the AC or the dodge for them is 16.
It's also difficult to learn this game when Jeff makes a character that has all the powers. So we're having to learn all the powers.
Think of it more like I'm a sorcerer supreme. Strange, and I use each of my powers like spells.
Yeah, because he said cleave, and I thought that sounds like chain lightning.
Yes, it does. Actually, you're right.
So, 23 to attack.
Hit.
And now the question here is: do I have to do this? Do I have to roll for each of them, or does that roll affect each of them until it does not affect them?
Well, it would affect them on the hits, and then basically it's what me rolling their toughness. until you miss.
Yeah, let me read this real quick again. The extra attack is with the same attack and damage bonus as the first. So I have to re-roll each time.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So you take the first guy out with your BFG. Go on.
Okay. Number 2, 21.
That'll get it. This guy's also taken down.
How close do they
13.
have to be?
I'm gonna say within like at least the range of his weapon.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, I was asking him. I don't. Is it like 30 feet or
Oh, God, no.
from
My
the-
weapon shoots 500 feet at short range.
Yeah.
So each person within 500 feet you get to hit.
Yes.
Of each other?
Yes. No, 500 feet of me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said you upgraded it to go. They used to have to be right next to each other.
Right.
What did you upgrade it to? How close do they have to be?
They don't. As long as they're within range, I can still shoot them.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool power for taking out minions.
Yes.
What was your third attack?
It was a 13.
13. Okay, this guy dodges. Unfortunately,
So yeah, that stops my attack run.
gotcha.
So I'm seeing this less like chain lightning and more like you just boom, 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 boom along
Correct.
the line.
Let's see. Any other actions?
I will move myself. Is there any of them look like they're in the, going to attack a civilian? Or are they focused on us?
These guys are in confusion. It looks like the last person they were focused on was Cyber Squatch. They were all firing at him, but and then you saw a few of them firing at the weird tunnel over there near the check signing station. But it looks like they're all basically in confusion and fear of what's going on.
Well, I will yell out loud like a battle roar so that they look like, so I can like get their attention towards me.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can ever divert them away from Cyber Squatch, but
I don't know. You just Rambo'd like two of their pals. So, I mean, you've been noticed.
And then you yell out, Leroy Jenkins!
Cyber Squatch.
Okay, how many hostages are in a line in front of the open doors, open
All right.
hole?
Like I said, there are 20 hostages downstairs.
Hmm.
You are adjacent to, behind you are about 13, and in front of you are about 7.
Okay, so tell me if this is feasible.
Sure.
I want to extend my arm, move into a position where I can just shove them out the building.
Okay.
I can extend my arm 15 feet.
All right. You can grab. I'd say you could grab at least 6 hostages that way.
Okay. That is, I'm not grabbing them, I'm just shoving them out the door.
Yeah, I get you. But
Okay.
yeah,
And then I will pivot.
7. I'll give you 7.
I'll pivot myself to kind of be a bulwark between the other guys and the rest of the civilians as much as I can.
All right. Here, let me describe this so you can make an informed decision here. You are standing next to the agitator
Mm-hmm.
and the bank manager. In front of you, counting the bank manager, are 7 hostages, and behind you are 13. Which side of you are you trying to scoop up?
And they're all in front of open spaces.
Yeah, you can get your stretchy arm behind any of the 7 before and after you.
Where am I in that?
You're about 20 feet away at the check signing station, as you have not moved.
Yeah. But like, am I closer to a certain 7?
Yes, you're closer to the 7 in front of Cyber Squatch, next to the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the 13 behind Cyber Squatch, almost none of you guys are adjacent to, but you guys are all crowded behind around the 7 with the mooks, with the agitator.
Gotcha.
Okay, I would go after the 13 that are
All right.
behind me.
Sure.
So moving away from the agitator, and because my priority is the hostages.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see the bubblegum puddle?
Yeah, you know where she is. Like you saw from like her station, and you saw her melt off the wall. Yeah, you're aware.
So subvocally, I will say, I'm going after the hostages. And arms extend, and a big, giant, stretchy-armed Sasquatch comes and says, "Pardon my push," and shoves all these people, as many as I can, out the door. Tuck and roll.
All right. Is that just one arm or both arms?
No, the other one's an arm cannon, so it's just one arm.
Okay. All right. You grab 7 of the 13 hostages behind you, scoop them up and push them, basically shove them through the windows. They basically scream as it happens, but once they're outside, they begin to shuffle and get up and run towards the police. Any other actions?
I will move to interpose myself between the rest of the other 6 that I'm adjacent to, right? I'm adjacent to 6 more? Or I'm near 6 more?
You're adjacent to 7 more. Yeah.
Okay. I will get in front of those so that I can do that again next round, and so that I'm a target in front of them.
All right. It doesn't take that doesn't take a big move. That's just like a 5-foot step for you.
That's fine. That's what I'll do.
Let's see. We're at 22. Cosmic Knight upstairs. 3 of the mooks threw down their guns and ran off. 3 of them are left.
I'll turn to the ones that left. The last thing I said was his wrath undoes the wicked. And I told them to flee if they didn't. And the 3 that didn't, I turned to them and go, just say his words, speak only truth. And then as a free action, my Birth of Stars, which is what I call the shield, stars start to flutter off of it in a 30-foot aura for just a brief second. The stars touch me, and they touch any of the hostages that are within 30 feet. And I rolled a heal check good enough to take away my bruise.
All right.
And it would, effectively heal any of them if they're hurt, physically hurt.
Right. Yeah, you see a few black eyes clearing up, a nose unbreaks.
And then, I jut my sword at the guy who critted me.
All right.
So let's see if I fucking run him through. 18?
That'll get him.
All right. That's 9 damage.
Let's see.
All right, that's a damage done.
The most traumatic hostage rescue ever.
You were able to put this guy down. He lets out like a sort of a squeak as your sword pierces his gut. His gun falls out of his hand. His eyes flutter back, and he falls backwards. Let's any other moves or actions?
No, I just turn my attention towards the other one, and if they want to keep doing this, I'll just keep stabbing them till they die.
Okay. Bubblegum.
All right. The suffocation didn't work last time, so no more Mrs. Nice Puddle. Whoa, like a rock. And then you see solidified. It's a very solid bubblegum, and she's just gonna throw some force skaboosh at the agitator and definitely miss with a 12.
All right. He sees you change forms, and as you throw your blast, he's able to quickly dodge out of the way, screaming, "Who are you people?
Your worst nightmare!"
Jesus. All right. The thugs go. Let's see. 2 thugs are down. On the downstairs, that leaves. Let's start with the thugs from upstairs running downstairs. You see Bubblegum and the hero downstairs. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I also would like to put myself as in between as I can for the agitator and the hostages.
All right. Then you move up as well.
Yeah.
You guys see 3 thugs basically running down the downstairs corridor screaming, "Superheroes! We got superheroes! Oh God! They got a crazy guy with a sword, and he's cutting people up! Oh no!" As they see the rest of you, and they look like they continue to try and break for the doors. But the ones still downstairs with their weapons turn their guns on. Let's see, how many we got left? We got okay. Bubblegum, 3 of them begin firing you.
Come at me, bruh.
What's your parry?
Is it dodge right now?
Yes,
it is.
It is dodge.
It's plus 10, 19.
All right. 2 potential hits. I need you to make a two toughness saves.
26 for the first one and 12 for the second one.
Well, for the second one, okay. Let's see. 15 plus
Roll 2 twos. Keep
15
rolling
plus-
2s.
That's 19 minus. That's 2 hits. So you actually are dazed and you take a bruise.
You take a bruise and are dazed. Why I oughta.
Oh, that was
Sorry.
2 degrees of a failure.
Yeah, 2 degrees. Meanwhile, let's see, 3 shots. You 2 shoot at you. Defrag.
My dodge DC is a 20.
All right.
Or actually, it's a 22.
1 hits then. Make a toughness for me.
All right. Which is also a plus 10. 27.
27. All right. Then you're able to shrug off the damage. And 3 more fire at Cyber Squatch. Cyber Squatch, what's your dodge?
20.
20. 2 hits. Okay, give me 2 toughness.
Now, the impervious part, does that play into that at all?
These guys have damage 4. What is your absorption?
5.
All right. Then yes, these hits ping off you.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Is that wrong? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because how many ranks do you have in impervious?
Hang on. Let me pull that up.
I said they all bounced off last time because they all missed you.
I have 5 ranks in impervious.
So you got to cut that in half. So it's 2.5, and it rounds up. So it's basically you're impervious to rank 3 damage.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Okay.
give me two toughness saves then.
Gotcha. Okay. Check the roo with my. I think Die Hard that's just dying conditions. Okay. Toughness 10, so it's a 27 and a 12.
27 shrugs it off, but 12 is a 2nd degree hit, so you're dazed and bruised, obviously.
Even with no bruises?
Yeah, it just automatically. You get a bruise and you're dazed. It's basically
okay.
so.
Yeah, every time
Next
you take damage, you take a bruise. But if you take damage in a degree of, if the failure was 5, more than 5, then you also get a stage 2, which is dazed.
Okay.
Yeah, and that means although you may use, you get
Standard
one action next round. Basically.
Yeah.
I'm basically staggered.
No, staggered is a different effect.
I mean,
Yeah. Nope.
Single standard action per round could be move or free action.
But you just
only
get to do
action.
one.
Yeah, staggered is days plus half movement, which you are not. And let's see, that's all the thugs, I believe, except for there's 2 more upstairs fighting Cosmic Knight.
Mm-hmm.
They fire at you again. Oh my god, another natural 20.
Hey. Except for
Give me a toughness.
23.
23. All right. You were fired on, but you were just able to shrug off the damage. Now that you know these guys firing arcs, like they're all like these weapons are pretty crude by your standards.
Powerful enough to hurt.
Powerful enough to hurt, but your armor seems to be compensating. Now you haven't been shot at in a while. You've mostly been doing bartending work or bouncing work lately. So
people try to stab me.
Yeah, you get punched at and stabbed at all the time, but guns, it's kind of a fresh experience for you, at least lately. I see. That's we're back at the top of the round. The Agitator moves in case whatever that was causing him to try and attack himself is still there. He adjusts his steps closer to you, Cyber Squatch, and attempts to you see the vibration around his gauntlets begin to rev up, and he basically launches at you, trying to touch you with them. What's your parry, Cyber Squatch? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, 20.
20. He is able to hit. I need you to make a fortitude save. You're looking for let's see, what is it? 15 plus the power level, right?
19.
25 is what you're looking for.
Then I fail.
All right. Basically the gauntlets. The gauntlet touches you, and you feel your whole body shake. All your internal workings begins to vibrate. And let's see, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's another 2nd degree hit. If you take another 2nd degree hit, does that go up to 3rd? I believe, right? While you're dazed.
Failure 2 degrees. The target is dazed until the end of their next turn and has a -1 circumstance penalty to further checks against damage. I don't know if it stacks.
Oh boy.
No, y'all no, he has to fail by 3 degrees to go from dazed to staggered.
So
he'll
another bruise, and I'm dazed.
And you stay dazed, yeah.
Yeah, and you stay dazed, I guess. That's weird. I don't know how did that progress. I don't know.
Because every time he gets hit, his bruises go up, which means it's harder for him to roll high.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He'll start failing by more, and he'll start being staggered than incapacitated.
Don't forget to subtract your bruise level from.
Does it not do that?
Doesn't do it automatically, no.
Dumb.
Yep. There's a lot of things that it doesn't calculate in here.
Grr.
But yeah, on the last round, the guy said the weird teenager with the vibrating gloves to use Sasquatch said he knows you, and then he continues on. I've read your file. You're one of the failures. As he basically is trying to vibrate you apart with his gauntlets. We're on the defrags go, however. Defrag, you see this angry teenager with the vibrating gauntlets seems to have taken a special interest in Cyber Squatch.
Okay, I'm going to actually take a page out of Cyber Squatch's book and focus on getting the hostages out. So I thought that was a great idea, and I will use my the BFG disappears, and a big force type gauntlet forms on my right hand, and I will create a force wall to push all the hostages out the door. So I'll try to create a force wall between them and other people, and then push them out towards exits.
All right. Does your force wall break up, or does it have to be like one location area?
Well, it's got 1,000 cubic feet that it can cover.
Okay.
You can form solid objects essentially out of nowhere, and they're basically made out of solidified energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make simple geometric shape or common objects, that kind of stuff. So I think it's just one object, so it's like one wall.
All right. All right, then you have two options. The ones nearest to where all the melee and the shooting is going on, or the 6 more that are on the opposite side of the bank.
The ones that are in the most danger.
All right.
That's the ones I will focus to get them out.
All right, you generate your wall, and you see the people begin to being pushed along as it goes, as the thugs are kind of like attempting to like turn their guns on it, and you see one of the thugs begins shooting, and it bounces off a force wall, and the 7 hostages on this side, including the bank manager, are basically forcefully shoved out of the front, where they scrabble up and continue to run towards the police, leaving behind only the 6 hostages downstairs, and of course whoever Cosmic Knight is dealing with upstairs as well. Any other actions?
I will try to put myself in. How does Bubblegum look?
Oh, good.
Okay. Is there anybody that looks like they're in danger of being so the hostages are left, or they look like they're in any kind of danger right this second?
They are basically the furthest from the combat, and they're starting to huddle together. Like they're basically just backing up now that everyone is distracted, and it looks like they're kind of creeping toward one of the holes in the windows while this melee is going on.
Well, then I will definitely try to make sure I make myself more visible. Try to be a little bit more threatening. I will do another. I got more hostages free. Come at me, villains.
All right. Cyber Squatch.
Are there still hostages to be released?
Just the 6 on the other side of the room. It looked like they're working pretty hard to release themselves now that there is a big distraction going on.
The other side of the room, how far away is that?
From where you are, is about 20 feet.
Ah, shit.
I think he's saying hint, hint, nudge, nudge. The hostages are fine. Fight the big bad guy.
Yeah, I was going to, but I wanted to use my electricity purge, but I might hit the hostages. It's my big area burst.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
30-foot radius.
Your party is also in that rating.
Mhm.
Well,
it's selective.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, then fuck you, do it.
Well, yeah.
I
do
decide who is and who is not affected. This
Mm-hmm.
um,
It's just like my power. You just go, they don't get it.
yeah, they don't get it. Okay, so area burst. Boom.
right.
Everybody who is a bad guy has to give me a wait, gotta roll for it.
I also think the only caveat for that is they have to be a bad guy you can see. Like, you can only be selective with people that you actively know are there or not there. But that's
True.
neither here nor there.
6, 7, 8. All right.
Okay, so I rolled a 10.
In the DC 10.
I believe it is a flat roll of 10 for an unreliable.
So then it goes off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if that's right.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, so it goes off. Yep, on a 10 or less, it doesn't work. Oh, 10 or less, it doesn't work.
Oh, 10 or less. I thought it was just DC
well,
10.
shit.
right.
11 or better.
I'm going to spend my hero point.
Okay.
You got a hero point?
Be a
Yeah,
hero.
We all started. Yeah, we all started with a hero point. I succeed automatically. So,
All right. Then I just might make toughness saves for everyone, or
it is. Come on, give me answers here. Why is it not clear?
I think it does. You don't have to roll to hit, but they do get dodge checks.
Well, they get some kind of check, I know, but I don't know if it's a fortitude check or a dodge check or.
I think it's two parts. I think there's the dodge check to see if they get to knock the area effect down to half damage.
What's the power?
Burst area affliction, and it's a saving throw of fortitude.
all right. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we discussed this last time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we.
What
did.
is the power rating on this?
4? Yes,
4.
4.
So that's a DC 14.
14, yes.
Okay. So one save, one fail, one save, one fail. One fail, one save. Okay, so
I thought it was 15 plus for that.
is it a damaging power or an affliction power?
It's an affliction power.
All right, so yeah, it's 10.
But yeah, the DC is 14. And what did you remember? Did you calculate what their degrees are? What degree did they fail by? Those that failed.
Several of them failed by quite a lot. like twice, like double. 2 of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of them failed by 2 degrees, and 2 of them failed by 1.
Okay, so the ones that failed by 1 are vulnerable.
Let me just tell you this. What is the worst possible outcome?
Incapacitated.
All right, then 5 of them are incapacitated because 5 of them are mooks.
And did the agitator, did he succeed or fail at all?
The agitator succeeded.
Okay, then he's fine.
And 3 of the mooks did as well.
Okay. Well, I took down some of them.
All right. And let's see. We're at Cosmic Night. Cosmic Night, back upstairs. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Does my days go away?
Yes, if that's your only action to do. Oh, no, you've been dazed. I don't know. Does the daze like?
I was trying to find that if a secondary daze effect lasts another round after, or if it goes away at the end of my turn.
Is days just one turn?
I thought they were.
That's what I thought.
I thought it went down by a degree every turn, but maybe I'm wrong.
You don't lose bruises every turn.
No, you don't lose bruises, but you lose the.
No.
I thought you did. I thought you lost your conditions. Am I wrong?
Let's see. Oh, sorry.
I mean, we're all still learning. It's.
You should know all of these things.
We could have learned this all last weekend if you hadn't had the ruddy butthole.
Oh, would you? Why you gotta bring it up during?
Seriously.
Because he could edit this if he wanted to.
But he won't.
All right, so Mutants and Masterminds conditions.
Like when you go to the glossary, there's dazed, advantaged, dazed, regular dazed, and then so it's like which page? Which one am I looking at? Is it the regular one? Okay.
Like, just how long do they last? That's all I want to know. So combined conditions are a thing,
Yep.
but this isn't a combined condition. They were both just dazed. Okay, so there is effects that remove conditions.
Yeah.
So I guess they don't go away as I thought they did.
Oh, wait. Living targets remove 1 damage condition per minute of rest, starting from the worst conditions and working back. So, yeah, you're still dazed, basically.
Okay, so I will be dazed for the rest of this combat.
Yeah.
Unless I can
Okay.
heal you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So,
all
yeah.
I was trying
So
to
both
find.
you and Bubblegum are dazed currently, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. We are in Cosmic Night. Cosmic Night. You hear a lot of explosions and yelling going on from downstairs now that the mooks that fled the scene left the door open. You see a bright flash of lightning from below.
There's still 2 dudes up here, though?
Yeah, there's still two dudes that were shooting at you last round.
And they're still shooting at me?
Well, they were up until a minute ago. Like it's your go to decide what to do with them. The last thing you saw, they're shooting at you.
Damn villains taking mental patients, desperate folks.
Fuck. Just close the book on that. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is flying down the steps to get close to everybody, bursting my healing, and then flying back up because I don't want those 2 dudes that are up there to still fuck with the hostages that are up there. So that would require extra effort, and doing that would make me fatigued.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And fatigued is just hindered. And hindered is -1 speed rank. So stupid.
So you're half
Fatigue characters are hindered. Hindered is a different condition. Why not just say fatigued makes me slow? I like the game, but when it gets into how they did the conditions, that's probably always going to bother me.
It feels like they could have like organized this a little better, but whatever.
Yeah, just with how that works. So yeah, I'm going to move down. I'm going to free action burst my healing.
All right.
With a 20. Oh, that might be because if the DC is 10, so that's 2. So yes. So I've get within 30 feet of Cyber Squatch, Bubblegum, and Defrag. Can I move? I've got a 600 foot of flight.
Defrag and Bubblegum and Cyber Squatch are all within like 15 or 20 feet of each other, depending on where you're standing.
Okay, then I'll move to where I know that my Birth of Stars can touch each of them, and I'll make sure that I don't the main bad guy or the mooks, but any of the people that are still the hostages. If they're within 30 feet, they'll get this too. But at 2 degrees of success, so remove either 2 bruises or dazed and a bruised. You start with the worst and work your way back.
Hell yeah. Minus days, -1 bruise.
You get that, Fricks?
Yeah, I thought that was within 30 feet.
Yeah. I flew down.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yes, pay attention. I can see on your face that you were gone.
I was trying to read shit to see what I could do next round. Sorry.
Well, it's all changing because I've just removed dazed
and
a bruise. And I don't think, Jeff, you've been hit yet.
No, I haven't.
And then I will extra effort well, that's a move, free action, my standard to move back up to where they're at, back to the 2nd floor. So I'm actually fly down, burst heal, fly back up.
Yeah, you don't have to do extra effort for that.
But if I wanted to stab one of them,
no, that's true. Then yeah.
But I don't want to be fatigued. But I also want to get the. Yeah, I'm going to extra effort. I'm going to stab one of them.
Okay. The guy that crit you last time.
Yeah, and I got a fucking 30. That's almost a crit.
All right.
19.
And he blows his roll big time. Basically, you put this guy down quickly. From the Mook's point of view, you're standing there. You basically disappear in a blur. You're back in a blur, and you stab him. And that's the last thing he remembers.
I'm more concerned about what that last Mook thinks because he should still run.
Bubblegum, your go. Cosmic High came in, let out a burst of cosmic energy, and now you're feeling much better.
He just farted some healing juice at us and then left.
Don't downplay how cool my
I feel so
healing
good. Oh man, that's a 19 on the die to skaboosh.
Your hit. This is at the Agitator.
This is at the Agitator, so
That
that's
is a hit.
29.
What is your power rank?
10.
Okay, and this is just a damaging power.
Yes.
Okay, so that's I got to roll versus 25.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, he's got a 7. I actually get 25 on the nose. I cannot believe it. No, I don't, because he took a hit. So that is one more bruise for him.
Okay.
Your blast hits him. It looks like he's got some sort of like force shield or something going on.
Mm-hmm.
But we are at the thugs. The thugs upstairs, or the remaining thug upstairs, throws down his gun and says, "Please don't kill me, Mr. Crazy Night Person." The thugs downstairs also break and run. They throw their guns down. Two of them get on the floor. One of them tries to crawl under the desk. The Agitator is extremely pissed by this. Like, "You coward! You weak, stupid cowards!" Meanwhile, the remaining 6 hostages from downstairs quickly dash towards the windows, running out with their hands up. "We're hostages! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!" At the cops. And we're back at the top, which is the Agitator's go. The Agitator. Did you move last round, Frakes? I can't remember.
No, I just burst.
All right, yes.
I moved the round before to get the other hostages pushed out.
All right.
But I didn't need to because Defrag did it.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can move now. I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna fly up and around behind him. So I don't know if flanking is a thing, but basically I'm flanking him at hovering about 5 feet in the air.
All right. I haven't seen anything about flanking, but
I don't think it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The defrag, not defrag. Sorry, the Agitator is like his eyes are like he's his face is all over the place. He's in a rage. He's fucking upset. He's also gleeful at the presence of Cyber Squatch, who he continues to try to assault. And I get a 28 to get your parry.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And then I need you a fortitude save from you. He says, "If I take you down, I'm going to be a fucking legend on the forums."
16 plus 9 is 25.
25. That is what you need. You are able to shrug off this blow. The vibrational energy, you're able to just power through it as this gleeful, obviously insane teenager is trying to basically rip you apart. We are at your go, defrag.
All right. So the hostages got out. You'll see me summon a blaster pistol.
Okay.
And I aim it at Agitator and blast him.
Okay, go ahead. Looking for
20, 26 to hit.
That hits. So I got to do a fortitude.
No, he doesn't do a fortitude check.
Oh no, this is different.
Yeah, this is my Neuro Scrambler blaster.
Oh.
So he has to resist it with willpower.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, his will's actually fairly high. I got a 21. But
I think it's DC 20.
What is your power level? This still does damage, or does it do an effect?
No, this just has a resistance check. This is his resistance check.
I know, but
is this an affliction?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is 10 plus the level of the affliction would be what he needs to be.
All right. Yeah. This kid's insane will is able to, despite you being able to hitting him with it, he's basically shrug off whatever mental effect you're trying to go. He's like, "Are you crazy? I'm too fucking smart for that bullshit."
I thought he had an insane insanely good fortitude save. So I thought he would be weaker on the will.
Oh no, this is a skinny inventor guy.
Never underestimate the willpower of the criminally insane.
Let's see. That's we're at Cyber Squatch unless you have any other moves or freeze, Jeff.
No, that's going to be it.
All right, Cyber Squatch, you go.
I have a quick question. If it is strength-based damage, do I add my strength to the 2 that it is? Because it's strength-based damage 2.
Yes.
And then I add my strength to that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to Squatch Slash this guy. This is my close combat melee. This is a plus 10. 14.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm afraid he's able to quickly parry out of the way of the blow. Any moves are freeze.
All the hostages are out. All the mooks are hiding and under. So, nope. That's it.
All right, we're at Cosmic Knight. Cosmic Knight upstairs seems to be well subdued.
The last mook is still there.
Well, like I said, he threw his shit down and begs you not to kill him.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, then I will fly back to where we were, or back to where they're at.
Yeah.
And right up to the nerd with the fist.
Okay.
Not the nerd that's on our team, but the new bad nerd.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stab. I'm gonna get my stabbing sword out.
Get old Stabby going.
I also realized that they didn't hear me upstairs, so I'll come down and I'll make sure my cape flutters.
Okay.
I slide in behind him and I go, "His wrath undoes the wicked." Like nobody here's heard him say that ass line yet.
Okay.
And then I'll stab him.
All right. Go ahead, give it a go.
Hell yeah. I'm rolling awesome tonight. 27.
27, that'll hit. I need to roll versus what is your power level?
DC 24 is what you're looking for.
All right. I got let's see, he's taking a point. I got a 20, so that is at least
That's a bruise.
It's a bruise. You feel the resistance as your blade attempts to slice into this begauntleted nerd, and you can see a shimmer as clearly he's got some sort of technological force field going.
And then a free action to try and see if I can heal anybody.
All right,
burst heal.
Does anybody need it?
I don't know.
Right, so you still take you feel some bruises, don't you?
I got 1 bruise left. Yeah,
not anymore.
Okay.
Your last bruise is gone.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum's gonna say, if you knew what was good for you, dude, you totally surrender. And also Skaboosh. That's a 25.
25. We'll get him.
Lovely.
Let's see. And oh my gosh. So what is your? Oh my god. What is your?
It's
roll?
DC 25.
No. Yeah. So okay. Let's see. -6. That is 16. Is 16 four fucking levels?
What are the different things? I don't think so.
No, 20 would be first level.
Oh, 16, like 16 difference?
Yeah, there's a 16 difference between his toughness roll and
5, 10, 15, that's a 3.
So 15, that's 3.
6, yeah, 4.
That's 4. All right. Your Skaboosh fucking knocks the agitator to the ground. He is out.
Good
That's
job.
it, dude.
His eyes roll back, and you can see like spittle as he's trying to like silently swear even as he's going down, as he crumples into the bank floor. The next thing you know, the police swarm in, begin cuffing the thugs all around you.
Can I look at his gauntlets before they arrest him, or before,
right.
or after, or whatever? I just want to examine his weaponry.
Zipper.
All right, sure, yeah. Give me a perception check.
Perception
Actually,
or technology?
Give me a technology check.
Okay. 12.
Well, the stuff making this gauntlet looks expensive, but you can't find anything. But it also looks homemade. Like these gauntlets are clearly handcrafted in some insane mad scientist lab, but not an industrial one.
And not
But beyond
familiar
that,
looking, like the
they're not
technology
familiar
doesn't-
looking
Okay.
at all to you. You hear across your comms, Adam come in. He's like, "You folks you did great. Not so in love with the killing, but whatever. You did right. You saved the hostages, and the press is going to show up pretty soon. So just play it cool."
So
Who killed somebody?
I did. Well, I mean, when you tell them to flee and they shoot at you, you're supposed to give them dispense
So does
justice,
it,
right?
when he incapacitates them, does that mean they automatically die?
No, and incapacity means they are carriers defenseless, stunned, unaware, incapacitated, basically fall prone, and unless some outside force or aid keeps them standing. Basically, he's knocked out.
But
Is
the
there any way to
fact
go
his
stop them
sword-
from dying?
What, the agitator?
No.
the mooks that he
No, I was
killed.
saying that I was killing the mooks. I wanted this to come up. I don't know.
Yeah, you basically see that the mooks upstairs that he dispatched have been dispatched, basically.
Yeah, his sword cuts through everything.
Dude,
The,
that was brutal.
It's a short time until the press shows up because they weren't that many blocks away, and you hear another voice come across the comms. "Hi guys, hey everyone."
Hi.
It's Veronica, your public relations liaison. Like, sorry I couldn't be there. You guys got there real quick with that teleportation, and while that is amazing, it doesn't really help me. However, we got some great footage that'll be good for packaging purposes. But here's the thing: when the reporters show up, I just give them a stock answers. Don't answer any questions beyond anything like that. We are just mentioned that you're with the Crusaders of Justice, that we're back and we're on the job.
How about I teleport you here?
You can do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love you. Thank you. Yes.
By the way, hi, Veronica. This is Cyber Squatch. Hello, very nice to speak to you again. My
So glad
plan,
to talk to you.
my plan was simply to growl and pretend to be nonverbal. Would that play well or poorly?
I like the nonverbal, maybe not the growling. Kids watch the news sometimes too. Okay.
I meant more like a Wookiee growl, less like I'm angry at you for talking to me growl.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess if you're going for the cuddly kind of monster vibe, why not?
Yeah, okay. That's what I'll do.
Anyway, as you guys step out the banks and the police captain is shaking your hands, you do a wonderful job. We're gonna have to call in like some specialist for this guy, right? He points to the agitator, and then you hear Adam come across the way. He says, "If you guys can get the shit off of him, he should probably be pretty peaceful."
I'll let them know that I will attempt to, this is over the head. I'm going to just tap my headphones whenever I'm non-verbally communicating to my team.
Okay, gotcha.
Let the police know that I'm going to attempt to remove the technology from him.
He's like, "Well, that's evidence. We might need it back for the trial. You think you can deliver it back during his arraignment?" You see the cops come up. They take a bunch of photographs of the guy while he's knocked out, and they try to pull the gauntlets off, but you see that they have been in the fight damaged, and they are fused to his hands. However, the belt he has, while damaged during the combat, is still able to take off.
I got a 22 technology roll.
All right. Then yeah, you're able to actually take the gauntlets from him without basically ripping his hands off.
And if it looks like he's doing any damage to him, I can also heal that.
All right.
So it doesn't do it anymore.
Even if we don't take it off of them, just rendering them inert is the main goal that I would like to do.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, what would you rather do? Like, you see they're fused to his hands at the end of the combat. Do you want to render them inert, or do you want to try and take them off?
Let's try to take them off.
And if I can take them off and you can heal them, then you know what? I don't know if I can play a nonverbal character.
Well, just say you're playing nonverbal and then break that rule.
Yeah, yeah. So let's get these things off of him. You can, we will heal him, and yeah,
Nah, don't worry. We can take it down to the city hospital. It's fine.
I will be in there with my little tool fingers, tippity 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 tippities.
All right. After you get the gauntlets free and you step outside, by this time, I guess Defrag is back with Veronica. She steps out in front of you guys and says, "Hey, everyone!" trying to get the attention of the press. And since she's standing next to you guys, she does. And she gives a brief speech. We'd like to present you to the latest additions to the Crusaders of Justice here on the East Coast. They'll be fighting crime, fighting super crime. On call 24/7, 7 days a week. The Crusaders of Justice are still active and are still trying to make sure that everyone in the world is safe from yada, yada, yada.
I'm giving them my best blue steel.
All right, yeah. You see that she kind of indicates that everybody's staying close and kind of give a pose for the cameras. And then she indicates to you sub-vocally over her comm, Defrag. All right, you can take us out now. I think we've got enough press.
I will put a portal up behind us so we can walk. Use it as a backdrop so we can walk through it and leave.
All right.
Sasquatch noises.
I think you have to get Cosmic Knight's attention after everybody goes through, because you have to be the last to go through, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to be, but I
noticed
open.
that he was quiet for the first time since y'all have been a team for the day, and the whole time he was just staring at that second floor.
Oh shit!
All right, you guys arrive back at Bloodroot Manor, or the old Drake Mansion, and you are called up for a debriefing by Adam. Once you guys get there, Adam is smoking and drinking as normal, and he tells you all to sit down and says, "You folks did a great job out there. Again," he points to Cosmic Knight. We're trying not. Like, I know that they are violent thugs with guns, but we are trying not to kill people. Adam, sorry, Cosmic. Like, you follow me? Like, I know you got drummed out before on similar kind of things.
He nods. He doesn't say anything.
We got to work on that violence streak. I mean, obviously, we're here to do violence on bad guys, but not enough, please, to kill them. we gotta maintain the image that we are the good guys, because I'd like to think we are. You know, we're not. We are vigilantes, but we're not that
sponsored vigilantes. State-sponsored vigilantes.
Oh, we're not state-sponsored either, actually.
Tacitly agreed upon.
All right.
But Cosmic Knight, may I see your weapon?
He slides it over.
And is it like an actual sword, or is it just a hilt that becomes a...
It's a sword, but when you get in there and look close, you can see that there's little, like if he holds the grip a certain way and twist it, it like empowers it.
But the sword itself is sharp?
Oh, yeah. He's still not talking. He's just nodding. He's nonverbal.
Okay.
For now.
Like, Adam tries to smooth over. He's like, "Don't worry. We were called in by the cops, so the cops have to cover this. And, you did it in the line of a citizen's arrest. You might have to, put in a statement, and we have people that will do that with you, for you. It's fine. Just try to keep yourself under control, Just don't slash him up quite so bad. You can cut him. I've cut quite a few." He holds up his claws.
I'm just curious. Is there a this appears to be an activation mode here, yes?
He nods.
Is there a way to adjust that so that it is not so fatal?
That's a good question. Does Cosmic Knight even know that?
Yeah, so y'all don't know this, but it's the way he twisted stuff tells it, but like it's still his power that like activates it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's basically just a sword, but when he twist it, the runes on the inside of it make it the star sword.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either a sword or a star sword. It's not like anything else. It can be those two things.
Okay, so you can do damage to someone as a sword, or you can like cut through metal shit if you
Yeah.
activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to ever tell anybody else how to handle their own powers, and I'll slide your sword back to you. But perhaps when we are fighting standard mortal enemies, you could not turn on the sword. I know it looks a lot cooler when it's looks a lot more badass when the power is running through it. But just perhaps fight to maim instead of fight to kill.
He nods this time a little faster. And kind of looks around at everybody and grabs his sword and puts it back in its sheath. And then he gets up and he just leaves.
I'll give you a toothy Sasquatch thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
You've got this, buddy.
He goes back to his room and cries.
All right.
Aw.
Adam's like, that could have gone better. I should have talked more about this. This is my fault. I didn't look over the records properly. I should have stressed these things. Like, you guys can open up on robots, you can open up on mutants, you can open up on monsters, but you kill people, it ends up on TV.
Well, he is not from this place. Yes, he is.
Boy, don't I know it. He's not the first alien I met. This is something you kind of go through, especially from, I'm guessing, warrior cultures. He doesn't say much about where he's from. I mean, he says a lot, but
It's all movie talk.
Yeah, I did notice that he says a lot without actually. He speaks a lot without saying much.
Adam takes a drink of bourbon and sits it down and squats at the end of the table. So, well, let's get back to the debrief real quickly. He turns to Duncan Hoyt, the comms guy, who's been behind you going over the combat from the various camera angles of your pods. And he flicks his earbud, his headset off. He's like, so what exactly did that guy mean that he knew you?
I was unsure myself, and he mentioned forums. He was talking about becoming a legend on the forums, which I believe is online speak.
Oh boy! All right.
Yes,
well,
sir.
give me a second.
He referred to me as one of the failures, which I believe may tie into Immortal Axis somehow.
Duncan turns back to his computer and begins searching. He's like, give me a few. This might take an hour or two.
It may take longer because Immortal Axis was active many years ago.
Oh, yeah. We know all about him. But, we haven't seen him in a while, that's for sure.
Not since Canadian Tuxedo destroyed their main base, I believe.
I love a good Canadian tuxedo.
From what I understand, Canadian Tuxedo, Denim Dan, and the Magnificent Karen went in and just destroyed their base, and that's where they found me.
He says, yeah, I've been looking over your file there. You've been pretty off the radar since then. We was worried you might be still an asset. So, but Canadian Tuxedo vouched for you. That's why you're here.
Well, I have been off the radar, so to speak, because I was in hibernation most of this time. I had nowhere else to go. Can't go back to my people.
People? I thought you was the only one.
I'm the only me. Yes.
If you don't want to talk about it, it's cool.
There are no other cyber squatches. And that's where I'll leave that.
Adam turns to you and says, I'm not real good about this sort of thing. If somebody wants to talk to Cosmic Knight about this, feel free.
Adam, I got a suggestion here. You said you wanted to go over the combat so we can kind of do a feel for what we did, kind of commentary.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me introduce y'all to Minerva, which is the cyber entity, the digital entity that resides within my gauntlet.
Cool.
So you, I summon up Minerva, and
I'm
she's
sorry. I gotta ask this: is Minerva a bird?
no.
Okay, I was trying to say Jeff has to have a bird.
Oh yeah.
Well, she can look like a bird if she wants to, but she's actually think more so she looks very much like
Cortana.
what
Boobo from Collapse of the
Cortana, but
Titan.
she's got like branches as antlers.
All right.
And she shows up and introduces herself, and kind of like like a kind of holographic look,
Yeah.
and she will integrate with the computer system and then basically creates a 3D rendering of the combat.
All
so
right.
we 'cause she basically does a hologram. She can create hologram. So, and she will like base it off the footage we had, so we can see a 3D view of what we did.
Is it only what we saw, or does it also, can we like broadcast Cosmic Knight's PTSD to him?
It can basically compile everything that we basically all the data that we've received.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys get to see Cosmic Knight's whole thing play out up there, and you get to see him basically massacre thugs up there. well,
Dramatically, like Batman from the cartoon. If Batman killed people with a lightsaber.
So more like Darth Vader.
Yeah, but I'm more agile than Darth Vader. Never moved as fast as I did. That motherfucker breathing heavy all the time. I'm Batman with a lightsaber. Fuck you, Stone. I'm not Darth Vader, goddamn.
Okay, more like Anakin when he killed the younglings.
Yeah.
As the camera pulls out on this meeting, let's adjourn this. Let's conclude this issue. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yada yada. We got a Patreon where we'll be back we're back next week with more superhero hijinks on World's Most Available Heroes.
Crash Zoom,
Yay.
Cosmic Knight naked, weeping in the corner of his bed.
Oh.
No, that's the
Naked
cover
alien.
photo next issue.